Hello sweet jam fam, welcome back to my channel. It is 2025. I'm back in Miami, which I didn't see coming, and these last 2 months of my life have honestly been the craziest in the best way that I've ever had in my whole life. It's been a lot and I need to tell you guys, so I'm just gonna kind of just blurt it all out, and I don't know where to start because there's so many things, so I guess I'm just gonna start at the top. I'm back in Miami. I hard launched a relationship. I am launching another business and on top of that, I just got an email about an audition for, I guess I don't know if it's a reality show, but it's a virtual audition for a TV show, which is, it's crazy. So let me start with that one because that just happened and it's kind of interesting. So here we go. My grandma, she lives in Missouri. Side note, I'm Australian, but my dad's American. So I'm a dual national, right? So my mom's Aussie, my dad's American. I grew up in Australia, I live in the US, I'm a dual national, which means I have 2 passports. And all my dad's family lives in the US. So my whole life, my grandma, I've talked about her so many times, has been my closest confidant, my best friend. Her name is Roberta. I was named after her. She's just the most stunning, God-fearing woman that I've ever met in my life. And I was visiting her for Christmas, and like always at 5 o'clock, we sit down to watch Wheel of Fortune. And then jokingly, I was like, would you ever want to do it? And she was like, yeah, I would love to. I was like, should we audition? And she goes, sure. And I was like, okay, and then I asked her the next day, I was like, were you joking about that? And she goes, no, we could do it. So I filmed an audition. Today, I got a virtual audition. So we're gonna do that next week. So I'm gonna keep you posted. Other updates is this, I'm back in Miami, which I didn't see coming. I don't think it's going to be a long time, right? When I say that, I mean, my heart is being pulled out of the city right now, but for where I am with my businesses and my relationship, I needed to be here. So I got a new place. If you guys wanna see it, comment below, let me know. We can do a house tour and I will update you on everything. Also, I did hard launch a relationship, which is really exciting. I did it on Instagram. To be honest with you guys, this is something that has been going on for quite a while, but I didn't want to share it because my last relationship was so public and still people all the time are asking me about it. I get DMs about it, and I haven't posted that last relationship since, it was like April, not last year, the year before, and still it's something that I hear about every single day. And I think I've been very clear sharing with you guys, I am dating with the intention to get married. So that has been so important to me. I was married. I got married whenever I was young, whenever I was 19. We were married 5 years. Well, no, we got engaged when I was 19, married at 20. And then we were married for 5 years, and I found out that he had an affair, and it was just earth-shattering. Then my last relationship was 4.5 years, and then I was single for over a year. Very intentionally single, not going out, not looking, nothing, no games. But I did really prayerfully consider what is it that I want in a relationship, because the next relationship that I get into, I want it to be the man that I spend my life with. And I was so intentional about sitting down and praying over this list, and I created this whole list. God is faithful. That's all I can say is God is faithful, and it's not always how we expect. It doesn't always look maybe the way we thought it was going to look, but he is faithful and he knows what we need better than we do. And honestly, I'm just really happy. I have seen God's faithfulness again and again, but the way that I've seen it in this relationship is something that I have never experienced. He is a sweet soul. I haven't really thought about what I'm going to do about posting him or sharing anything like that. I want to update you guys because you have done this journey with me and you have seen so many different eras of Robbi, and this version is healthy and happy and healed and living in an answered prayer. And I'm just honestly so grateful, and he is just the best. He is the best. He is from Texas. And whenever I was writing this list of characteristics that I wanted in a man, they weren't physical attributes. These were characteristics that I wanted in a man that, loves his family, loves the Lord, all of these different things, and he hits every single one of them. And I just couldn't honestly be happier. There's a lot we can say about this, and I think probably later I will talk about it. And I think I've just been very protective of it because he's not on social media, and I really value that and I respect that, and I respect the boundaries. I'm gonna keep kind of thinking and praying about that. What does that actually look like? Because I want to share my life, and I hated these last months, not sharing everything with you, but at the same degree, it's like I needed to have this part of my life right? Like I needed to have it and protect it and nurture it for, you know, for a while, and that's exactly what's happened. And I think so many times that social media ends up being a highlight reel, right? It's like all these high moments, and people's social media ends up being, you know, better than their real life. And I think for me, it's like I have not even began to like touch that line in the way of that my real life has been so rich and so happy and so fulfilling that I've kind of pulled back a little bit from social media, and I want to find that balance because you guys are obviously my family. So that's a big update as well. Another huge update: in 6 minutes I actually have a call because Lumia is getting onto Amazon. Another huge win, another huge answer to prayer. And skin, let me tell you guys, this Accutane is definitely working in a major way. I'm so happy. My hair is really dry. Like it's super dry, but you know, you've got to take the good with the bad. It's been about 2 months on the Accutane. I'm using some amazing products that have helped with the scarring, and I haven't had a facial, I haven't done anything like that. I'm kind of just letting it be. I've been wearing less makeup and just like loving my skin and eating super clean. Hashimoto's update: I have been doing injections weekly, not for the Hashimoto's, but it's just like an infusion of other things that I needed. So I think I actually have a bruise. Yeah, you can see I did a little injection last night. I have to do another one tonight, but you know, I'm feeling better. I'm eating super clean. I'm actually leaning more towards like keto carnivore diet. So I've cut out pretty much all sugars, alcohol. Yeah, it's been a little I'm feeling the result. I'm feeling more energized. I'm feeling like I'm kind of getting my momentum back. And I think at the end of the day, food is fuel. So understanding what it's actually doing to my body and understanding that, wow, like this really does have an impact, so take it seriously. Oh, and something crazy happened last night that I wanted, and in a total random thing, I want to just start sharing with you guys more about random things that actually happened in my life. So this was a crazy thing that happened last night. So I got out of an Uber. We were parked in a bike lane, and I had looked, as you should, if you're getting out of a car and you're getting into the road, I looked and there was no cars coming, and I was in a bike lane, right? So there was like still like 1.5 meters of space. It was quite a lot of space. So I had something in the car seat, and I actually realized I'd gotten out of the car and I had forgotten it. So I got back into the car and I pulled my leg in so I could reach it, and the door was still open. And as I was reaching it and just like pulled my leg in, boom, a car smashed us. It was basically behind us in the bike lane, and I guess whenever he had pulled out, he was trying to make the light, so he sped out, and he didn't obviously look, and he didn't obviously go out of the bike lane. He was still in the bike lane, and it was one of those moments where I was like, you know, in those moments you have like a new lease on life, because that was so close. And I just said, thank you Jesus, because that was really a miracle. And I called my grandma, like after everything happened, you know, all the stuff with the cars, like, get away, finally I'm like, sit down. And I called my grandma. I was like, you're not gonna believe what just happened. And she goes, Robbi. And I said, yeah. And she goes, normally I will pray for you in the morning. You know, I'll pray for the family, I'll pray for you. But yesterday afternoon, I felt a specific pull to just start praying for you whenever I was sitting down at my sewing machine. So I started praying for you again and again and again, and I just felt this urgency. And I was like, honestly, God is faithful. And like that to me was just another wow. It was just like another miracle, another wow moment. And honestly, like too crazy not to share, because it was so specific. And it was one of those moments where you just realize, like, I can't deny him. Like this was unreal, honestly. So that was last night. But anyway, I do have to go. It is 4:58. I have 2 minutes to jump on this Lumia call, which I'm pretty excited about. I will update you guys. Let me know in the comments what's going on in your worlds. What is one New Year's resolution you have this year, or one goal? And I love you, and I will see you very soon.